Students, welcome to accountancy class. I am NARSIMULU, commerce teacher. In this video, I am going to teach you CEC first year accountancy. In that, a question that will come in the annual examination for 5 marks from the chapter that is Subsidiary Books. So, when the question is given for 5 marks from the chapter Subsidiary Books and how the problem will be answered, how the problem will be solved, will be explained in this video. See students, here I already explained in the previous videos that there are different types of subsidiary books and how they are prepared and what the things we have to consider while recording the transactions in the subsidiary books. So here in this video, the problem that will come in the annual examination for 5 marks from the topic, from the chapter that is subsidiary books. So when the problem is given from this chapter, the way of solving the problem I will explain, and I hope that you know all the basic things that we require to prepare subsidiary books. Right. See here, one problem is given for 5 marks in the previous annual examinations in the intermediate. See, one question here, that is enter the following transactions in the proper subsidiary books. This is the heading and some transactions are given here. November 1st, 2012, purchased goods from Sarasu, rupees 3000. It is one transaction. And see, on November 2nd, purchased goods from Kittu, rupees 4000. And on November 3rd, sold goods to Pavani, rupees 5000. Come to November 4th, sold goods to Ramanji, rupees 5000. And on November 5th, purchased goods from Srinivas, rupees 2000. And on November 6th, sold goods for cash to Rohita, rupees 1500. These are the transactions given in the problem, and you are asked to prepare necessary or proper subsidiary books to prepare. So here, if you observe these transactions, there are only 2 types of transactions. One is purchase transactions, another is sales transactions are given in this problem. So by observing this, we can go to prepare only 2 subsidiary books to solve this problem. So those are, one is purchase book, another is sales book. So here only purchase and sales details are given, so we need to prepare only purchase and sales book. Okay, here in the answer or in the solution, first you can go to prepare 2 pro formas, one pro forma for purchase book, another pro forma for sales book. On the top of the pro forma, you can go to write purchase book. Here on the top of the pro forma, you can go to write purchase book. So in the purchase book, you all know that there will be 5 columns. First column is meant for date, and second column is meant for particulars, and third column that is meant for inward invoice number. Inward invoice number. To record inward invoice number, we can go to use third column and come to fourth column, that is LF number. It is also called ledger folio number, and fifth column meant for amount. So sales book pro forma purchase book pro forma we prepared, and come to prepare sales book pro forma. So here sales book, on the top of the pro forma you can go to write the name of the book, that is sales book, and here also you will find 5 columns. First column meant for date, second column meant for particulars, and third column meant for outward invoice, outward invoice number, and fourth column meant for ledger folio number, and fifth column meant for amount. Okay student, like this we can go to prepare two books, purchase book as well as sales book, and come to transactions. Here when we go to write transactions, or when we go to record the transactions in the purchase book or sales book, we need to consider only credit purchases and credit sales. Those information can be recorded in the purchase book and sales book, and here we must not consider cash sales or cash purchases. Okay, right, see here, on 2012 November 1st purchased goods from Sarasu. Okay, so here purchase or purchased, make it as purchased. Okay, purchased from Sarasu. So on November 1 we purchased the goods. It is a credit transaction, comes in the purchase book. First in the date column you can go to write date 2012 November 1st. Here we must not use to or by, just you can go to write the name of a person in the particulars column, as you know already this. Here name of the person in the particular column you can go to write Sarasu. Okay, inward invoice number, that is assumed figure, or okay, here assumed number you can go to take 1, and LF number we can't use here, and amount of rupees 3,000. Okay, 3,000 in the amount column you can go to write, and come to second transaction on November 2nd purchased goods from Kittu. So here November 2nd, name of the person Kittu. Okay, and here assumed invoice number, that is 2, and amount of transaction is rupees 4,000. And come to next one, sold goods to Pavani. It is a credit transaction, comes in the sales book. So here first you can go to write date November 3rd, to whom we sold, Pavani. So here you can go to write only name of a person who means to whom we sold the goods, Pavani. And outward invoice number, here just imagine or assume number you can go to write here, that is 1, and amount of rupees 5,000. Okay, so like this you can go to write. Then come to next one, sold goods to Ramanji. So it is a credit transaction, so it can be recorded in the sales book. Go to record in the sales book, date 4, name Ramanji, to whom we sold the goods, Ramanji, and in outward invoice number 2, that is the assumed figure we are giving here, and amount of rupees 5,000. And come to next transaction, that is purchased from Srinivas. It is also credit transaction, comes in the purchase book, date 5th, Mr. Srinivas, and inward invoice number 3, amount rupees 2,000. Okay, come to last and final transaction, that is goods sold for cash to Rohita. Here it is a cash transaction. Okay, when it is a cash transaction, that must not be recorded in the sales book or purchase book. So here goods sold for cash to Rohita, cash transaction, it won't be recorded in the sales book. Okay, we recorded all the transactions in the purchase book as well as sales book. Okay, now we can go to find the total amount of the both books. Here 9, total 9,000 rupees, and here the total is 10,000. Here the total is 10,000 rupees. You can go to write here total total. So in this way we need to prepare required subsidiary books that we are asked in the annual examination, okay, when the problem is given for 5 marks. So generally the problem will come in the annual examination for 5 marks like this, from the topic, from the chapter, that is subsidiary books. So how is the problem? You see here, enter the following transactions in the proper subsidiary books. Here not mentioned specific subsidiary book name, but we have to think of the required subsidiary books that we have to enter in those subsidiary books. Okay, here by observing these transactions we come to a conclusion that we can go to prepare only 2 subsidiary books. One is purchase book, another is sales book. Why? Because there are 2 types of transactions only. One is purchase transactions, another is sales transactions are given in this problem. So that we prepared only 2, we need to prepare only 2 subsidiary books. One is purchase book, another is sales book. After preparation of purchase and sales books, we can go to enter all the information in concerned subsidiary book. Okay, and while we recording the transactions in the purchase book and sales book, we must not consider cash transactions, means cash sales and cash purchases must not be recorded in the cash book or purchase book or sales book. And one more point also, here not given, but you can go to keep in your mind that purchase of assets or sale of assets must not be recorded in the purchase book and sales book. Okay, that is one more important point. If you are able to prepare these type of subsidiary books in the annual examination for the given problem, you will definitely score 5 marks. Okay students, I hope you understood how to answer the question which will come in the annual examination for 5 marks from the top subject, from the chapter subsidiary books. Okay students, thank you for watching this video.